Yes, yes. Once again, we are live. We are live here with the Reentry Connect podcast. We have some beautiful ladies here on with us today. Yes, with the holiday talk. But you know, we gotta let the ladies talk sometime, y'all. So yes, they drag me into it, but I can't forget that it was a big support. Their support was from a great book club, the support of my book. And I really appreciate them from Miss Tanya, Miss Lisa Brown, Miss Colleen. Shout out to Aunt Carol, Carol Brown. She really supported in so many different ways. But we coming with the holiday season, y'all. And like I said, we just gonna talk about a few things, during this holiday season and how sometimes, it can affect people, that's behind bars, but along with people out here on the streets as well. Being away from family, being away from loved ones, it can really, it can really have and take a toll on us. But I'm gonna just go around in a circle, and I'm gonna start off with Ms. Lisa. How you feeling? How you feeling today with this holiday cheer? Even though we're gonna talk about different things, but how you feeling today?
I am feeling excellent. It's the holiday season, which is my birthday season. So this time of year, I'm excited with joy and happiness all the way around. I'm celebrating all month.
Nice, nice. Okay, well, we got Miss Tanya, the talker. Miss Tanya, how you feeling?
I am great. And yes, it's your season. I'm gonna let you have it because May is coming. But yes, I enjoy this time of year and let's talk about it.
Cool, cool. And Miss Colleen, how you doing? Oh, let me mute you. Let me unmute you. Yeah, there's a lot of noise going on over there. Go ahead, let you talk now. Go ahead.
I'm all right. I'm here. Can't
Okay.
wait to talk about it.
Cool, cool, cool. And I know, and like I said, we're gonna jump right into it. And I know we can talk about the book and things, which I did with the book club. But I just want to speak about like the effect, and how people feel, when they are, locked down, or not even locked down physically, but they can be locked down mentally as well. But when you're away from family, and when you can't be around that loved one, that it really has an effect to whereas you might feel isolated, that you're all alone, that nobody cares about you. You know what I mean? So talk a little bit about that, like, because I know all of us have experienced having, either a loved one or somebody that was either on the streets or behind bars. What were some of the feelings like by you not being around them during them holiday seasons?
Well, for
Anybody?
um, daughter and my daughter's father was in prison. And what I would do, I would still take her up to the prison system so she could see her dad. And not only that, I also found I would write letters and let her write a letter. And that kind of encouraged the people when they're incarcerated to write letters, family members write letters to them. Also, even the people who are incarcerated, let them send home gifts that they make in the prison system. They have arts and crafts. And a lot of times, like I have friends that I know that's been incarcerated for like life. And they send home gifts, literally ceramic gifts, beautiful things that they learned while they're in the system.
Wow. Anybody else, Miss Tanya?
Well, for me, Christmas was always hard when my father was locked up.
Wow.
My father did not want to be visited in prison. So it was a little bit harder for us. And we were older. So, I wanted I grew up with my dad in the house. I grew up with him home. So as I got older and I had my own children, it was kind of difficult having Christmas knowing that my dad was away and he didn't want to have visitors. So it was hard having to like block that part of your life out. But you do have those prisoners that really feel like they don't want people to see them like that.
True.
So I do get that part too, but it's so much better when you can visit them and see them. But I mean, I guess it does take a toll if you're in prison to have your family come up and visit you at a joyous time. So I get it from both ends. So I know that can be real hard. I know Christmas can be very hard.
Gotcha. How about y'all, Miss Colleen?
Yeah, I had a nephew who went into the prison system at a very young age, and I was always concerned for him, and I just made a vow that I would always write him. So I stayed in, a lot of contact with him throughout his years there, but I just was worried about him so much because he was so young.
Mm.
And you know the hurt part is like
Yeah.
like if somebody died in your family and you can't be there, to be with them, and that hurts, and you all by yourself. But that just make you even stronger. Like, look, I'm not gonna make this mistake no more. You know what I mean? You gotta keep yourself
Mm.
stronger, believe in God. You know what I mean? That's the ruler.
Yeah.
And have faith. Faith works.
I'm sure.
I wouldn't be here right now. I mean,
Yeah.
faith worked. I would have been still in there.
Absolute. And and sometimes I think about it too, because like, see me, and I know that y'all probably read in the book. So my mom passed on December 28th. So that's 3 days after Christmas.
Right.
And the crazy thing is, it was kept a secret that her passing was coming during that time.
Wow.
So so of course, after her passing, I had went to prison, and it seemed like Christmases was never the same.
I know.
It was never the same after that, because it was like 1 minute, your mom would get you, anything you want, and the next minute you have the worst Christmas ever. Like that. Where's everything from? Nothing's under the tree. You know what I'm saying? So it's a sad thing. So just like Miss Tanya was saying, sometimes like your father may have said, "Nah, I don't want you to call me. I don't want you to come visit." Because a lot of times it's killing them inside for you to see them in that type of situation. And sometimes it's something that may be happy and joyous for you, may be real sad for us inside.
You can't.
How we come see you is a surprise. You know what I'm saying?
That hurts. That really hurts.
Yeah.
You want to leave with them. You know what I mean? Like, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a hurt piece,
So we'd rather let that day just go by fast.
All right, I'm trying.
And New Year's, all right, cool. We're starting New Year.
Like I said, God adopted me. You know what I mean, I broke down, grown man crying like, yo, I'm tired of going. I ain't gonna front. I've been locked up like 26 times. You know what I mean? And I know the system, but it ain't for nobody. If you want to get yourself together, go to church. Get on your knees.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Think before you even make a move. Don't make mistakes I did. God gave me another chance.
Gotcha. So let me ask this question. If there was some ways that you can encourage people that that are in a situation right now, like what type of encouraging words would you give to individuals, rather they be in prison, rather they be in a halfway house, rather they be in the reentry program, or some people may not even be in jail physically, but they may be in jail in their minds. You know what I'm saying? So because some people, unfortunately may not have family. They may not have anybody to help them, or to, you know what I'm saying, to be around them. You know what I mean? And then some people that do have family don't even want to be around family nowadays, because family is not the same like it was 20 years ago.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about that?
You got to tell those people they have to hold on. Joy comes in the morning, and you can, family doesn't have to be blood. You can always adopt. Like, I have so many sisters that is not related to me, and they are the ones that help me more than blood sisters sometimes. Even though I'm real close with my sisters, I have non-relative sisters that I can get almost anything from. Lisa is one of them. Colleen is becoming one of them. It's like, I don't, I don't even have to think twice. If I need something, I can just ask.
Absolutely.
And that's because I know that their love is genuine, and it's not fake, it's not forced.
That's respect.
And that's because I'm a good person. So I know when somebody's doing, like, because sometimes you don't want to accept people for who they are.
Right.
But if you're a good person, you can, when when you're around other good people. And you just, because I know some people that just don't like to take nothing from nobody. But you be around me long enough, things gonna change. Things is definitely gonna change.
I ain't never know I could change, but hey,
Right.
Like I was saying, first of all, don't ever be a follower. Second of all, you got to sit down and say what's right, what's wrong. Like one little second can put you away for the rest of your life. Like don't try to prove nothing to nobody. Keep it to yourself. I made choices like that. Oh, let me do this. I said, how the hell I get in here? I ain't doing that no more. Look, I'm going another way. They might call me all kind of names, but look where I'm at. I'm out.
I know that's right.
Don't be a follower.
Yeah.
God is good.
Yeah. And that's it. And sometimes, again, some people may find it easier to say, you know what I mean, versus the actions, that come with it. So many families are separated now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So many people, they backbiting each other. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. Now that's the question. What do you think happened to a lot of the family structure, especially during the holiday? But first off, we really done away with the real reason for the season. For real.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because everybody's so quick to grab presents and grab this and grab that. You know what I mean? But there was a focus on, but we don't really have to focus on it right now. But why do you think families are in such disarray at the present moment, especially in 2024, going into 2025?
Well, I one of the main reasons is because the men are incarcerated or dead, or they're not home. They're just not in that family household. And it takes sometimes the whole family structure to be there, both parents.
Can I talk now?
Do it all on
You
our
have to wait
own.
till she finishes.
I raised my daughter as a single mom on my own with my parents, with her grandparents. But I wasn't with him per se. You get it done. You do what you have to do because I was pregnant at 15.
Now, can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I just wanted to say something real quick. I understand that, right? That when I went to jail, like I was living like the Huxtables with my kids and stuff. They got mad that I went to jail and messed up the whole family, and everybody was separated. That I was like the man of the house, and then they were like, "What we supposed to do now? You messed up. I hate you now." Like you say, a family got to stick together. Don't never leave your family for some crazy stuff. That I always ask my kids, like I apologize. It was like I was stupid. I can't bring back memories, but we can just make it work. But being separated from your kids and you can't talk to them, when they growing up, going to graduation, all that took a lot out of them. So that really, it makes the kids stronger. Like I ain't gonna never be like my dad. I'm gonna be better.
Yeah. So I got a quick question though, because I've seen this a lot too in prison, right? Where the fathers would have a great relationship with their kids before they were incarcerated.
Right.
However, the children's mother will use the kids as a weapon.
Give me a high five.
To get back at him.
Give me a high five.
And now, is that fair? Or what type of enviness, does that come around? Like, how can we talk on that?
Wow.
You know what I think? I think the main thing I think it's because it's embarrassing. And if a man leaves the home and a woman is there to fend for herself, the only thing she has is shame. So in order to get help, most of the time, she has to put that man down or make herself look helpless and down and out in order to get help. So the harder I make him look, the better you'll help me. And I think that's what happened. Back in the day, grandmoms and the moms didn't say nothing when the man got hurt or the man left. You didn't know that he left the house. You didn't know he had 2 or 3 families. They kept it all quiet. Today is so much freedom of speech, and we say everything, and we don't care how you feel, that it has messed up the whole family dynamic, because there is no structure. There is no secrecy. Before you got pregnant at 15, you would go down south, come back, that's your brother or sister, or nobody talked about the one that's 15 that had a baby because nobody knew. Nowadays, it's like, oh, she grown. She can do it by herself. I mean, we've actually pushed the man out the house. So it's really hard now. It's like you got to do it on your own, or there is really no family no more. They done messed the whole family structure up.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think so what do you think it would take for us to rekindle relationship with family members that's just been like apart for so many years, that's held so much resentment in their hearts? What does it take for us to come back together?
I think it's so hard because now you have these new kids on the block thinking they can do everything by themselves. You got these songs telling them, we don't need a man, you can do it all by yourself. And they glamify that, it only takes one. I can do it myself. So it's hard. I mean, they having babies by themselves now.
Yeah, when it really takes a village.
But not anymore. You can't even say nothing to these kids these days. It's like we really messed. And now you got a president that's saying do anything he want, which makes it no better. I don't see how we could ever get back to how we should be.
Well, I think a lot of prayer, a lot of
they need to have a program
with the kids and telling them the truth. A lot of times what we went wrong is we didn't tell the truth back in the day. But now everything is so open and honest. Wear everything on their sleeve. But be honest with them. Show them where the destruction is going to happen if you don't follow rules, or if you don't engage in prayer, if you don't do what's right.
That's a good point. Now, I know, Miss Colleen, I know y'all was just talking about some programs or something like that.
Yeah. You know what? That's what everybody like our age to get together, like different areas, and have like family programs, like to get the families back, like structured. Like we had big moms, my moms, grandmoms. That was the real deal.
Yes.
Like a lot of people out here be standing on the corner. They be wanting help, but they don't want to ask. They want to be tough, Tony, but when they get in there, oh, mommy, they be crying on the phone. They be crying for help. And their kids raising kids. So we need to step up and like get a program like for them, and just like
for the family,
like for them to vent. Instead of shooting, they can vent with their mouth. Like a meeting. Like put everybody together, like different areas. We
Some
can't
family block parties.
Yeah, we can't save the world, but we can save like a dozen.
Gotcha. But nowadays, as you said, kids are raising kids, but we also got a lot of our kids going to prison as well. We got a lot of them stuck out here on the streets. They're getting these guns that, they're allowing them to order off of Amazon. They're making ghost guns that they can't track. You know what I mean? And for some reason, I know that there's a huge lack of mentors, and some people are in the chat right now saying some things. Shout out to Erica Woods. She's telling people to tune into this because there's a lot of, single mothers that are out here that are trying to contain the boys, especially the boys. And the girls, that's probably a different, arena, you know what I mean? But when you're dealing with the boys, you're dealing with a lot of peer pressure in the streets. You're dealing with a lot of anger, you're dealing with a lot of resentment because, a lot of times I'm not gonna lie, a lot of mothers, and I understand that you want to chastise your son and you want to you want to beat your son when he gets out of line. You think you tough, this, that, and the third, but you're just putting in a lot more anger into his heart, more and more.
Mm-hmm.
You know
And
what
then
I'm
you got a
saying?
lot of these young boys that they want to be the man of the house because there is no man.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, and
So,
they're forced
they
to.
want to help their mom
They
because
want to
that's
help.
their mom.
That's
Mm.
it.
And they doing things to really, they trying to help the family, but they hurting themselves.
And I
Hurting
respect
so.
that. I really respect that.
I made a husband instead of them being a kid too.
They care.
Because
Yeah.
all they want to do is take care of the family.
Mm-hmm. But don't
Mom
get it
is
twisted
working
either
too
though.
hard.
Like sometimes some of the moms, I talk to a lot of at-risk youth and a lot of these kids out here, and the moms a lot of times look at these kids like they're their friends.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
like when is it acceptable for you to allow your son or your daughter to smoke weed in your house in your presence? You know what I'm saying? Like you don't with them. Like you're actually rolling up the blunt. This kid is under age of 18. You're rolling up a blunt with them.
But
Like
I've heard mothers say, I'd rather smoke with my kid than have him smoke outside.
But we couldn't do that back in the day.
You can't do that. It makes no sense.
We get the switch.
But you know what it is? They know where their kid is at.
Yeah.
And this is what I do. So we
At that moment though, they don't know where they're at when they go to school, when they out there on the street.
No, I'm saying at that moment when we're smoking. I know he's getting high here with me. I know he's not out in the street. We're smoking together. He can go upstairs and lay down. I know.
Well, I slept out the back door plenty of times. My mom went to sleep. You never know, and be back in the morning.
Somebody made a comment. Let's understand. Let's see how we can break this down though. He said black people logic is wild. How in a calm way, in a respectful way.
They come out.
How can we respond to this in the nicest way? What do y'all think about
safety.
that comment?
Have a nice day.
I don't know. We look at it as safety. Maybe it's safety,
It ain't just our color. It's all over.
They lose respect for the parent, and they don't look at them as authority longer when you're doing the same exact thing that they're doing together. If we're doing it together,
Set a standard, I guess.
The standard morals. Like you said, we couldn't do that years ago. Like I seen a post where they said. But they had a grandma running away after people with the switch.
Yeah,
they said, let's need to come back.
I used to
the switch.
doing the switch. He have a long one behind her.
A long one. Then a lot of times, you know what I mean? He said smoking with your children is absolutely wild. That's true. And it's crazy. And I don't agree with it at all. But here it is. They'll call me and say, hey, could you talk to my kids? But here it is, you letting your kids do whatever they want. So now you're getting mad because they're disrespecting you. You allow them to. You disrespecting yourself by allowing them to do whatever they want in front of you.
Yep, you open the
door.
So
how you gonna call somebody that's dead? You open the door. So how you gonna call me to try to save it? Save them from the streets when you allow them to be there in the first place.
That's true.
But I do.
And he said, and we appreciate you, Mr. Charles. You're giving a lot of input, a lot of feedback. You said the child will look at us as a friend, and that's not a good thing. I promise. That's right. He said, I agree with you, my man, 100%. We appreciate you, Mr. Charles. That's some great input you've given us. I appreciate that.
But and I understand what Tanya said, though. I understand about the safety. Like some parents do look at it as it's safe. I keep my child home. It's safe. I know where they at. But it has to be some kind of room for authority. Kids sometimes they don't know authority for.
Yeah. We had respect back in the day. Ain't no respect out here no more.
No,
because we're friends now.
You can't even go in the store. You gotta say excuse me to get in the store. Like, what's that about? Like, damn, don't I know your mom? You probably mine.
The respect is gone.
The respect. So let's talk on that. Let's talk about the respect.
Right.
Like, let's try to define that. What is respect? Because a lot of kids don't understand what respect is. Because I remember my family used to tell me, they say respect will carry you further than money.
I know.
I never understood what that meant until I got older. They say respect will carry you further than money. Now, as you say, your mouth won't get you everywhere. So let's define respect. What is respect?
Respect is like your neighbor could be walking down the street with a bag of grocery. You got, like, hey, I got you. I'm gonna carry you your bag to your house. I don't want nothing. It's respect. Nowadays, oh the hell, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you got any money? It's like the structure now is really messed up. I think that since they shut there, closing more schools, ain't no playground. They ain't got nothing for nobody. So you turn me off again.
No, you good. You good. I'm just.
And a lot of these kids ain't learning nothing.
They got more dog parks than playgrounds. I mean, go down South Philly. There's more dog parks. Like, these kids need to do something. Remember, they had POW. They had like the boxing, like boys doing. Everybody was helping each other. Now they like, oh, you on your own. But it shouldn't be like that. We should be a community and stick together.
I mean, before, like you said, before it took a village to raise a kid.
Right.
Today, you can't say nothing to Brenda's child down the street, because if you say something to him, Brenda gonna say something to you.
Yeah.
Before,
which is crazy.
And it's crazy because my kids know when they were little, if we weren't home, if they did something, don't let the neighbor tell me they had to say something.
They rat you out in a heartbeat.
If the neighbor had to say something to you, you know you're gonna get in trouble.
Yep.
So
they had to be careful outside. These kids don't care. I remember I went to one kid before and I said, because I'm thinking all kids is raised the same. I said, oh, I don't like the way you cussing out here. I said, where your mother? And he said, come on, I'll take you to her. I was like,
take it to her.
And half of them can't even spell it.
Sure did. I was like, oh. I'm thinking I'm putting some scare in the little boy. Come on, I'll take you.
That's great.
And we got a comment here. She says the community looked out for other people's children. That's true. It was always like that. And the crazy thing is, and I used to get my butt whooped by neighbors because if I was in the wrong, my mom, my grandma, they would not say nothing. And they knew 9 times out of 10, if I got my butt, they knew I was in the wrong because I was hard.
But now you get locked up.
Yeah, now you get locked up and things like that is, And then look, and then he even said, his brother Jeffrey here, he said, agreed 100%, the respect is gone. I blame social media.
Wow.
Social media.
Wow.
It's any and everything on social media. It's crazy.
But it's not. It's the education system too, because kids are protected. So
I'm
even
still playing
school, when they're in school and they do stuff, they're protected.
Right.
And you got to watch the things you say to them or do. Where back in the day, the teachers, they can discipline your kid. Now,
especially the Catholic school.
I mean, we couldn't take electronics to school. These kids take everything to school.
Yes, they do. They take everything.
I remember my boys was like, I think they were 12, 13. Everybody getting phones. Because I had so many kids, we couldn't afford no phones.
How old are you? How old are you? I thought you was
I'm only 27.
You're about 12.
I'm only 27.
You started when
you got changed your age.
You started when you was what?
They're my friends.
You got kids my age, huh?
But I mean, these kids is 2 and 3 getting phones for their birthdays and Christmas.
Yeah. But one of the biggest challenges too, with the technology. See, technology can have an up and then it can have a down.
Yes, it can.
So years ago, we used to be able to go out, play, things like that. But now they're using the technology to pacify the children.
It's taking away their imagination.
It's pacifying them. Here, Yeah, take away the imagination.
shut
Yeah,
up.
have the
Go over there.
tablet. Shut
That's
up. Yeah,
It's
shut up
their
and go to the
babysitter.
corner.
Right.
And then it's not like they're learning something.
Right.
They're watching
Their
food. They're
babysitter.
watching some goofy
Yeah.
TikTok monkey stuff. Like, you know, excuse me, not to say monkey stuff, but just goofy stuff.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? It's just like they're not learning nothing. But here it is, you pacifying them with it. You know, I remember when we was at the past when we went to the book signing. Aunt Carol had the thing. Aunt Debbie had came in and she took the tablet from her granddaughter. She said, you ain't gonna be on this phone all day up in here, you know, at the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Because she knew that like it didn't have no effect. People, they don't even know how to socialize no more.
Yeah.
They
People
don't.
don't they don't know how to use a fork. They don't know how to use a spoon. Because all they do is eat cereal and watch tablets all day.
Imagine
So
if they had no phones or nothing in this world.
yeah, so let me ask. So yeah, just chime in. What other type of questions? People in the chat, we appreciate everybody. That's dropping in. Miss Sarah Stevens, happy Thursday to you too. Miss Erica, we thank you for chiming in. Mr. Jeffrey, thank you so much. Mr. Charles, you've been giving some good input, man. We want to hear some more from you. Feel free, chime in. You know, this is just like a little talk, especially holiday season. You know, that's what it's all about. So, but yeah, but again, it's more of a again, it takes a village. It always takes a village. I always say that. You know, anybody knows that. But you know, but again, and then I don't want to, you know, condense it down to the black community, but we have to condense it down to the black community because look at the percentage. You know, they're wiping each other clean in the streets. They're going to the prisons each and every day. The structure is just falling apart each and every day. We're going into a new year, 2025, and it's like that. How do we make up the time? How do we make up
How
the
do I get
lost
this tape?
loved ones? You know what I mean?
I wanna
How do
get-
we do it?
I
I
think
want
he's
to get
gonna
this tape to my
record.
boss. All right, that we got I work at 20th and Lake Young Pike, like a food center, and we do the community, we do the sweet joint, we work for Sorrel Park and all that. But they got like a kid joint, they got chess clubs and all that. But I need this tape to show my boss. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and look,
Get some ideas.
yeah, like basically you could blow up. I don't want none of them. I just want people to make it. I mean, save these kids.
Yeah.
That we look, the graveyard is getting full. For real. Like
Mm-hmm.
basically we can save a life, you know? This
Yeah.
a voice could make a difference. Yeah, if I had that, Lisa, huh?
Yeah.
I got knowledge too.
No. And kids,
Hold up,
You
Miss
breaking
Lisa.
up.
We can't hear you, Miss Lisa. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, let's hear you now, Miss Lisa. Go ahead.
I said we have to meet the kids where they're at. A lot of times we forget that, and we're big how we live. It's a different world now, so we got to spend with the time and meet them where
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. And you broke up just a little bit as well, but it's okay. And then Mr. Charles mentioned something here too. He says not just social media, but it's the music as well. Music is a huge factor as well. I don't know the type of junk they making now is something crazy. It's 10 p.m. and you don't know where your children are. That's absolutely true. People don't care anymore. Ms. Lisa, I think that's your background. Is it like a fan or air conditioner or something?
I don't have nothing on.
Nothing.
I don't have anything on.
Okay. All right. Cool. But it's all good. Yeah. Curfews. What y'all think about curfews? I remember years ago they used to say, "Hey, that light come on, you better make it home." What y'all think about curfews? You think they should implement that for the kids? Oh, all y'all mute. We got here. I can't hear y'all.
So
They're necessary. They're necessary.
Necessary.
I got a beating on the curfew a long time ago. But now they charging the mom or the pop. If the kid get caught with curfew, they would get in trouble. They should have.
That's a good idea. That keep they behinds.
Well, you
No,
seen
like-
what happened with them kids that was walking around and beat
Oh,
up that old
yeah.
man
I know.
outside, and it had to be about 10
That's
o'clock.
crazy.
They were
That's
like
crazy.
13 and 14.
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all doing outside doing nothing?
Then the
Yeah.
mom went home.
But you gotta remember too, though, right? I noticed this when I worked in child advocacy. I was a director for one of the actual child advocacies, right? But what happened was a lot of these kids used to run away from the placements,
Wow.
and they used to be roaming the streets and stuff like that.
Wow.
But they knew that, you know, they could go back whenever they wanted, so they wouldn't be considered AWOL. But they'll be out causing havoc on the streets and things like that, and you know, so it's like, all right, we got these kids in these placements, but of course it's a big money thing with that as well.
Yeah.
Or we allow them to do whatever they want and don't even charge them, you know, when they come back or hold them accountable. You know, so
But
it's a
don't
lot
y'all
of
get
it's a
faulted
lot of
for that?
things.
Don't y'all
Mhm.
get faulted for that?
They get fought. No, now if they come back, they can't charge them as an escape.
Oh,
They
hell.
just was away. But if you come back on the premises, now you can't. You didn't escape. Or you didn't. And if you do farm, them, you can't do nothing. They don't. They laws protect a lot of the kids now. You can't.
Wow.
I mean, you can send them. You can send them further away to a further group home.
Right.
You know, one may be up in the Poconos, one may be in Pittsburgh, somewhere else, or. But you can't really do nothing but that.
Like you said, it's about money.
It's about money.
They don't
Yeah.
care about us. I mean,
Yeah, it says my brother does the same thing as his job, and he represents children in court cases also.
Oh yeah.
Yep, we appreciate you, Mr. Chaw. Yeah, so I know it's getting a little late. You know what I mean? I know we're gonna, you know, we narrowing down just a little bit.
Yeah. You
But
look too.
but yeah, I've been busy, man. I've been busy, but you know, but it's all good. We keep pushing out here. You know what I mean? But for the most part, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go around the circle, and we're gonna if we can give one motivational quote, a saying, something, you know what I mean, that's gonna, you know, enlighten, you know, somebody's day, their holiday, you know what I mean? Like, you know, Christmas is coming up, and that's a tough season for anybody and everybody, not just in prison. Again, out here on these streets, people in Kensington on the streets, you know what I mean? Skid Row, everywhere. So we're gonna go around this circle, and we're gonna start out with let's start out with Miss Tanya. Let's start out with you.
Tanya,
All right, we're gonna put you on solo mode. So go ahead.
I think this Christmas season, just to encourage somebody, just pick somebody in your neighborhood that you don't know, that you see struggling, and just randomly give them a gift or give them some words of encouragement, just for like 2 days. Just say, I seen you, you know, just pick somebody random that you see with kids or you see that's trying to make it, just to give them some, you know, encouragement. Just find somebody that you can just express, you know, I see what you're doing. I see you.
Nice. Miss Colleen, we're gonna come with you.
I would just tell them, keep your head up, baby. Keep your head up. You're gonna make it. Keep your head up.
Thank you so much. And what do you want to say, sir?
you know, great shit on like, basically, like this, right? There's a lot of people that ain't gonna have a Christmas like everybody else, right? Like, it only takes like $4 or $5. Like, you go to the dollar store, pick it and donate it to people who don't have, you know, and get your blessings. And not just one day, every day.
Amen.
That's all I got, sir.
Nice. All right, Miss Tanya.
Uh-oh.
I mean, Miss Lisa. I'm sorry, Miss Lisa.
He gonna be the top of the game. Go ahead.
Well, forgive the love. Reach out to those who
Yeah, dude.
and tell them your heart.
Back up on the mic.
Yeah, your reception. Yeah, your reception. We didn't get everything,
You were too close into the mic.
but it was all good. So we're gonna bring you back. It's all good, but we're gonna come on back. But you know, like I said, man, my holiday season, my holiday cheers, goes out to everybody that's incarcerated, those who are in the halfway house, those who are on the streets. Just know that you are loved out here. Don't think that you can spend it alone. There's plenty of places that's going to be giving out food, different shelters, different places that are just looking to give love. And that's how they're trying to demonstrate it. But we know that it's not easy around these times. But we definitely want you to feel that, that you are somebody out here in the world. You are not alone. You are not alone. And I want to read off some of the last couple of these comments. You got Ms. Maribel Rosario from Harrisburg. She said, God bless you. You got Brother Charles again. Said, my cousin locked up in Indiana, FCI right now, and he can't even get help with a new sleeve for his prosthetic leg after he lost his leg a year ago. Yeah, hopefully somebody sees this now, man, and helps him with that situation behind the bars, Mr. Charles. So anybody in the chat, if y'all want to shout out anybody, we appreciate you. Y'all can shout in the chat. She said, remember Christ gave his life for us. We will continue to pray for you. Absolutely. The reason for the season. A lot of people say, oh, it's a pagan holiday, this, that, and the third. But let's keep it for real. At the end of the day, we're celebrating in that season of a Savior that was born. You know what I mean? It wasn't, nothing else. And, the gifts and all the presents that's given during that time, that's just something extra. Sometimes we got to teach our kids, like, look, there is no Santa Claus. Mom worked hard for that money to put them gifts under the tree. You know what I'm saying? We try to give them that facade because they're kids, but at the same time, we're lying to them. Let's start keeping it real with all of them. You know what I mean? So, absolutely. So he said, I've been holding them down. Shout out, Kai McClendon. Yes, indeed. So feel free, anybody. Y'all just drop anything in the chat. So, without further ado, that special Christmas, you hear that Christmas season. Go ahead, y'all. You got any last words? Y'all want to shout out anybody? Go ahead.
Love.
God bless everybody.
Go ahead, Miss Colleen. What y'all got?
Over in 20th Street, we give out toys, like for the kids, 6001, like don't bite. We give out toys, food for the kids, Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Come see us.
Okay. Nice. Miss Yolanda, happy holidays. She said happy holidays. I appreciate you. She has the best tax company. Y'all gotta reach her if y'all got any type of taxes, any type of business questions. Y'all reach out to her. Miss Yolanda right there. She's a beast, y'all. So any other Miss Lisa, any other shout outs?
Go ahead, Lisa. Happy birthday.
Be free for who you are and be yourself.
That's right.
Every day.
Do you got a list up there? So what's going on?
But y'all, without further ado, y'all know we got to get ready to go. It's been real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got to go home, but y'all got to get the hell out of here. But let me stop. But people still dropping. They still dropping. Kenesha, we appreciate you. They said happy holidays. Yes. Thank you. They all over LinkedIn. I don't like to leave nobody out. That's why I keep it live a little bit. But y'all, it's been real. Thank y'all for coming on. Y'all shared your time. This is some of the ladies here with the Ladies Talk Book Club. No, I'm not no lady. You know what I'm saying? Even though I love the ladies. But for the most part, it's been real. It's been a nice talk. We talked about family. You know what I'm saying? We talked about loved ones. We talked about, a lot of different things, and we really do appreciate that. From Miss Ty, Miss Lisa, Miss Colleen. Hopefully we get on here again. We're gonna, if y'all want to hear some different topics, feel free to drop them in the chat, y'all. And y'all need us to reach out. I will be tagging them. to the live as well. So, but until next time, y'all be easy and have a good holiday. All right. Peace.